A very good morning, my dear children. Yesterday we started for the chapter that is 2.7 Yonamine and Bushi. We are going to continue with that chapter, page number 46. Yesterday we read on the 45 page number. The wrestling match began. Yonamine and Bushi bowed to each other and they began to attack each other in earnest. Next part. They punched, kicked and twisted using the best techniques. Now they punch each other. You know what is a punch? It means you are using the fist. Okay? So that you give a punch. Then twisted. Twisted means अपना हाथ नहीं के मोड़ that way. Using the best techniques. It looked as if the match was going to be a tie. It thought that the match was being tied. Nobody would win and nobody would be losing. But at a crucial moment, crucial means of great importance. But at a crucial moment in the fight, Yonamine paused. What happened? Yonamine waited. She paused means she waited ever so briefly. Bushi took the advantage of the moment and brought her down with a swift punch. What did Bushi do? He took the advantage of the moment because she paused for a while and she brought her down with a swift punch. Yonamine's father was very happy. Was a very happy man. Bushi and Yonamine were married in a splendid ceremony. Now Yonamine's father was a very happy man and they both, now Bushi and Yonamine, they got married in a very splendid ceremony, means the ceremony which everyone performs in a very simple way. It was a happy marriage. Yonamine was kind and loving. She cooked and cleaned and kept the house spick and span. Yonamine was very kind and loving. She kept the house very clean, neat, tidy. Spick and span means clean, neat and tidy. Not a single dust or any single wrapper was thrown here and there. One day, when she was sweeping the kitchen, Bushi saw her lift a huge bag of rice with the left hand as she swept beneath the bag with her right hand. As she was cleaning the kitchen, she picked up a rice bag with the left hand and with the right hand she was sweeping under the bag. He grew thoughtful. He thought, what is she doing? So heavy bag, how is she picking up all the rice? Is she really so strong? And yet, I brought her down with one punch. Is she really strong? And was I wrong or was I right? I don't know. That I brought her down with one punch. One day, Yonamine announced that she would like to visit her parents. One day, Yonamine said to her husband that I want to go and visit to my husband and mother's place, to my parents. I will leave in the evening and return the next day in the time to cook your dinner. And said to her husband, she said to her husband, I'll leave now. And by tomorrow, by dinner time, I'll come home and I'll cook food for you. You really should not travel during the night, Bushi said to her family. And Bushi said, don't go in the night, don't travel in the night. You know, there are many bandits over there. There are many bandits about it. It is just not safe for a woman. To go out alone after it is dark. Now Bushi is telling, it's not safe for a woman to go out in the night. It is too dark. Why? Because bandits are roaming here and there. Who are the bandits? Bandits are the thieves. One who robs others. They are the thieves. My dear husband, you forgot that you married a trained wrestler? Yonamine said to him with a smile. Yonamine said to her husband, do you know whom did you marry? You married a wife who's just not a household work she will do, but you have married a trained wrestler. You have not married a wife who is just going to do your household work, but she is a wrestler. Yonamine said to him with a smile, don't forget that I threw you down flat on the ground, said Bushi. Now Bushi is telling, do you know that I threw you down on the ground? You are not unbeatable. You are not strong enough, he said to Yonamine. Don't worry, said Yonamine. Bandits are not as skilled as you are. I can take care of myself. Now she says that bandits are not skilled. They are not more powerful like me. I can take care of myself. Bushi was not pleased. She is overconfident. Bushi was not happy that she should go in the night over there to her parents' place. And he thought to himself, she must be taught a lesson for her own good. Now Bushi thinks that I must teach her a lesson. That evening, Yonamine left to a walk to her father's home. Now Yonamine started going. She was walking and she was on the way going to her parents' house. As soon as she departed, Bushi disguised himself as a bandit. As soon as she left the house, Bushi dressed himself like a bandit. What do you mean by bandit? I said thief. Wearing shabby clothes, torn clothes, smearing dark colors over his hands, putting some dark color over the hands, and covering his face with a scarf. He ran as fast as he could to hide behind a clump of trees at fork on the road. He ran very fast and he wanted to hide at the back of the tree. Fork over here. Fork means an intersection in a road where one road is split into two. Here it is said that what is that? He ran fast as he could to hide himself in the clump of trees at a fork on the road. Behind a clump of trees means behind a very big tree. At a fork. Over here, fork means an intersection in a road where one road is split into two. Where when one part is split into two parts. Over there, he wanted to go and hide. Now darkness fell. And he saw Yonamine approaching the fork. And he saw that Yonamine is coming that side. Fork means the two-way, from where she would take a left turn to reach her father's home. There are two ways from that way. She would be going to the left turn to her father's house. When she crossed the clumps of trees, there were a lot of trees. Bushi jumped out from behind the trees and tried to attack her. Bushi came out from there and jumped over her. After jumping, what did he do? Bushi jumped out from behind the trees and when he came outside, he tried to attack her. Yonamine was swift and sharp in her reaction. She was swift and sharp in her action. She held the attacker by the hand and kitchen, and with such force that the attacker fell down. And in such a force that the attacker falls down. Unconsciousness म्हणजे बेहोशी में. Yonamine dragged him and tied him to a tree with a sash. Now Yonamine, he dragged him